Ebusiama memo obi akwa by Dino da so Dr. Red. Any DM wa oba na wa share video no na ya twetwe enkomo. Ye bedi nkomo afa the founders day. Nyame aduma wo china founders day. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo the assembly atudwa. Ye bedi ho nkomo. Ebusiama memo akwa aba. Edin said ye wonim no ren. Wo fa asiwunua, wo fa wadamfo, wo papa. And a matinasi. Matinasi so dia I talk about Ghana. And Ghana so and come on many would efa Ghana politics. Sene de bia woni makacho says so be catch say do not do politics. He's an enemy. The tiene say on pese why be call the politics of Ghana. So take why be free the politics of Ghana. You are a stakeholder, so love politics. Do politics. Ask questions. Because as a stakeholder, you want to know exactly what your natural resources, the money, is being used for. Share the video. Obana with YouTuber, say something so that I can recognize that you are here. If you are watching me on Dr. Ren page, Facebook, say something and let me recognize you here. Yanko Dr. Ren politics so Facebook so. Me mamu nyina mo akwaba. Ene Sunday school service. We are here to teach. A friend is saying, our Ghanaian people who love the truth. I had no creno, you do won't come up. Dear TNA, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Ako can send me. As someone can was saying, Yentia, but Ansani Betin and Addo Dankwa. Teshi for we crum Teshi, Omo Assembly, Teshi, we crum Teshi, we crum Nungwa La. Friend is Usu Manchabona. We kukumlemle omuso omo anyum bi omo de ama Akufo-Addo yenti anyum no yenti anyum no Ebusiama mema obi akwa aba. Was it the intent? Was it what is wrong with you all? The same thing that is wrong with us. Perhaps maybe. I'm in chair, Amima Koshi Ablo Mills Royal Akwaba. Rosalie Marfo na Atisenie. King George Mehu, I see you. When waha Tanko Ibrahim, was a long time dog. I see you, sir. Ebusiana, we are here to speak truth to power. We are here to say it as it is. No fear, no apology. Yebedim komo. The road to independence of Ghana, I see a Chrema Ghana Libya or Hemeno, etiasie about the road to independence of our great nation, Ghana. Baby and no ya beto. We are not here to speak based on our emotions, because I've always said, Sarah, you should not allow your emotions to override your reasoning. The facts are fact. Truth is one. Nukre we eye baako pɛ. Ani ensan nukre ho so emma nkontompo embedi ade. Nti ebeka nukre no. Nukre ne say the road to Ghana's independence. Eye tintin tietia pɛ. San komo we uko school kra ye nkyerɛ wo. Because the people are only leading the education, you know. Bebre no ya to madwene. And when it comes to the truth of Ghana, they are afraid to speak the truth as it is. And now Ghana, 2 CD note Kwame Nkrumah ni ti da so. It's no more in circulation. Meboana. Now you bedu Ghana, near Kwame Nkrumah 2 CDs nibi. Echi ya yenyabi adenya Akufo-Addo mo time Kwame Nkrumah to the extent to say a ye Ghana CD at the ti eda so or no quantity da so no. A ye omo ya. It's a year free. A ye Ghana legal tender. Now, or tiny and libre. A shall free in and a dear baby do some pensuwe. Now let me speak these things to you. Mean time will be a mean chill will be a mechanical creno as a pepe send ye tear. Now, the road to independence of Ghana. A share asia and they meno air baby disa and common papa. Etifa book. Na fa pen. Na bomodia trotro eye saa enuome ya mede wo ebedi send ya won so betimi ameki eye wo research about Nkrumah Dr. Ren mene wo ADA. But now Ghana's true independence eshe ase 1897. Listen to this carefully. Ghana's true independence mesede eshe ase 1897. No, when the Pakura was share Ghana's true independence, as you know, no ponim say or Shabibia a lead to the independence of a country. No crowd would need. Or rather, your friend say, the Dean at the Jacob Wilson Sey. Obia Ope Ghana Bakwasem, now person who Ghana Bakwasem, na Shasie, any baby a bedu yeno. Sapa pay a mabonitino, or no share a year. Independence, road to independence, no, was shasi. Or no crown no nim the warrior. A TNE. Or the be a friend of the Gold Coast Aboriginal Right Protection Society. Utanity away ARPS. Or no, they buy. Now, we will send me a video fast, Aboriginal Rights Protection Society, no. Nan Caminiano, Nan Camini a fire, and come church and you may be saying, Sembia no cano. Na sebiu there were lapses information now no they ma Ghana for now and inti ye wa say obibini ba King George or see mention his name again. Jacob Wilson Sey. Jacob Wilson Sey. Google the man and learn about him. The independence of Ghana Noir. He set the ball rolling. Now Jacob Wilson Sey, a DNT and what they their friend of Aboriginal Rights Protection Society. The tintin in the theatre say, na abrofone person mo fa yen saase no. Eye Ghana assassin, eye Ghana kroni assassin. Na abrofono the colonial masters then no be so mo fa yen saase. And na papa yi dwene hu se de bi. Ye ma ekwan e ma mo fa yen saase na je say o ma fa nipa no ana o ma sa fa yen asase a yete so. Eba ne say you need to me bi abi. Send ye na wo South Africa. Ye wa abrofo afa ebibifo ni bi asase. Wo Zimbabwe is the same thing. Abrofo na fa ebibifo ni bi asase. Enti eye Jacob Wilson Sey ana eja o found the opposition of the 1896 Crown Lands Bill. 1896-1897. near Frebi be the Crown Lands Bill. Enti papa we, Jacob Wilson Sey, one kosuku, one tina classroom da, onimodi, any BCD on kinkai bida. But no one dear, he was a farmer. As a farmer, no, okodokoto, a good year so, a good. And from there he became rich. History has it to say, the story no has it to say, na nanamu church and the eso di a good year no aye. Now, Jacob Wilson Sey, Ena Eja, Nyamia da Roma, was Shasi. Now you see the independence of Ghana, ye can't one more share independence of Ghana, Nasipa, a fantasy and enzymes. And I'll take my time and break it down to you. I'm not doing tribalism here, but I just want you to understand where the real true history of Ghana, independence, no, everybody. Inti Jacob Wilson Sey, Eboa, a titru fuano. Say, Matiso Himanoa, Omidi Crowways, Ombesom fire sass in the name of 1896 Crown Lands Bill. Assassin in Nano, a you su yeno, Ebeye or Himane dear, and Ebeye England for dear. Intimisre, mepe, a ya a lawyer kukudam, academicians. Now, Masmamo Amamako, England. Namoni a year England paying for Quatinasin. Sa assassin a year assassin, yam penny and fama abro obroni, because over 2 years see a tea assassin. So it is Jacob Wilson Sey and a share. Say Jumedi can see we assay Shannon's mommy pa. Oh Shannon's now will share video, no, share the video and return. Share this video is very important. This video we enter classroom. Any unless you do the research, study it, find out proper, and yet baby. So share the video for me. So clearly, young Kosunian Twasu, Ewon Komona Yedi. So sa akuku damfo we eba abrochire ebeto oba ahema ene na busuya eye the colonial masters and am say o ye ya lawyer for if West Africa or for lawyer for free Sierra Leone or for be free Nigeria or for be free Ghana and we do am call amanone so am no oba ahema ne betena se no mon kan che ne say eye ya saase no de ye mfa ma wo bia that time na ye Gold Coast ye ni bibia friend Ghana near what the Northern Territory, near what the Trans-Togoland. So at time the Germans and then these are Togo for as well. Now, yeah, the young Tiasia and fire sassy mobia. It's young comrade near combo. Now, young Twasu, now yen this uncle away is very, very important. Look, so Jacob Wilson said the Aboriginal rights protection by it. And no fight and they could do say acquisition of wealth. They could do say, and yes, Woma can ya tiasia. Emono assassins ya the Bema womo dia. Ya the Bema almost ha and mere say, and yet this assassin. You be jabby be muamanaka near the Ghana for assassin the Ama Wom. Sa and come away. Zimbabwe, now almost won't kwasu no mokolo, no musu under a year the British colony. The South Africans, no more were under the British colony. Nigerians, no more were under the British colony. And I'm saying Ghana, your fast Sierra Leone, any Nigeria, any Ghana for lawyer, Jacob Wilson Sey sponsor Omuko Yentino. Woman so and make sure so almost was assassino. A brofuna yeden. Amfa. And into Ghana assassin, a Ghana for dear, Nigeria for assassin, a Nigeria for assassin, Sierra Leone for assassin, a Sierra Leone for dear. We Zimbabwe, yamfa lawyer free one call. South Africa, yamfa lawyer free one call. And indeed, woman be here day, woman be here, a friend is say, a part of lands no belong to a year abroad. Mamincha me bra paying a year, black mukubi, I say, my friend, and them so I return him a call to me. We are, bro, we are in Poch and Bavro, George Yamike. George Yamike, a year, direct grandson of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. My cousin, no, ne papa, and another those days, Kwame Nkrumah area, we didn't to Quine and George Nyamike, Black Mokubi, Uban Facebook, Sana, etie Black Mokubi, or no, ne papa nana, or the Kwame Nkrumah to Quine, ne papa and save na Kwame Nkrumah would die. Now, young twice and young call a year and common. So, Jacob Wilson Sey, young funny the NCO. Now, TNE wa say, already be a friend of Pa Grant, or Yenzimani. Now, free Axim. Now, Pa Grant, Papa Bia, na Oyosikeni. Pa Grant, the great grandfather, me busuya, me mama side. Woman the two Melzo for no, me auntie or UK Helena Melzo, evangelist. Woman side, no. Pa Grant, free Axim. TME. Now, 1878, any a war Pa Grant, Benin, Enzima, Western Enzima. Those days, and you buy, say, John Ross side, not TNE. Ne papa, William, Melso, Anna, ne mame, and so Madame, Joa. Now, Pa Grant, Anna, or your businessman. To say the Jacob was sincere, a businessman. Now, Pa Grant met Jacob Wilson Sey because of a businessman, young guy, that time was but the Bussian for your phobia not be a timber merchant. You know, woman musika. Tuba a year Axim, the first bank of Ghana, a Pa Grant, and the sea. And I mean, call the achievement of Pa Grant, and Jacob Wilson Sey. These are two great men, Ghana for Yambo Mudia Ayamea. Two great men. One, Jacob Wilson Sey was the richest man during his time in Africa. He was the first multimillionaire in Africa. Jacob Wilson Sey. And then go for school on Fantepima, thanks to Jacob Wilson Sey. One assassin or the chair, you see school dino. Jacob Wilson Sey. And I met this for Babu and Kakranga during the colonial time. You come too much. Now, Pa Grant, AUBA, or UGCC. 4th of August, and a quite ways I almost say, woman, independence. Me per se, ye be a junior video in TNE. And try a kufuado, a chim a buapa, and not chim for nina. A chim to kufu count, a chim bosomin count. Never my buaquafuano, a buaquafuano, so cacrebi, and one more, and a woman person distorted the story of Ghana. The Pa Grant and the UGCC. Now, we say a DNT and a Pa Grant at UGCC. A DNT and a Pa Grant at UGCC. Facha me shahana masha because we stream 3 different platforms. Why? Etiana mode acheme. Maybe I made many and shisheni in a no. Ofa and cheme. And the Crodia Pa Grant at UGCC. A DNT and Ochi or UGCC. One, or UGCC because he was not happy with the colonial masters then. Business and no more. Then he didn't check. Because after first and Second World War, not British for what it did not acquire no more trading, no. Percentage wise, no. Now, for the almost see Ghanaian businessmen. Now, Pa Grant was a industrious man, brilliant man, wealthy man. Our timber merchant or inherited free nipa panamo and then an animal. Now nipa pan in an animal and I'm Aboriginal Rights Society normally a year Jacob Wilson Sey. He knows about the politics of a year Ghana between that time Gold Coast and the colonial masters. Pa Grant Ankasade or no a member of a friend is saying a year the Aboriginal Rights Protection Society, a very young guy. A brilliant chap in the for the Omabi. You can't Ghana back Samoa. You can't talk about Ghana without talking about the enzymes. But you see, one of the things about we enzymes, they say, I'm not trying to sound tribalistic, but the thing about enzymes is that they are very quiet people. They don't talk. I mean, the power we enkasa. It is in my first hand or motia. Yet the same phobia, one baby or man, yentisa, in Guyano. What do you see? Now, let's move forward to a year Pa Grant. Pa Grant was educated at a Wesleyan school and a friend of Infantipim, school. And he was subsequently employed in the timber trade. First at Axim, Anna Eja, and then years later, Cote d'Ivoire, Anna Okoye as a branch executive, the same timber trade, you know, Cote d'Ivoire. In 1996, I established the crown a year a friend is saying, Jacob was say, a pen call for Moma co abrochri ako fight about the crown's bill, no. At that time, you know, Obia ye fan as a secretary, Aboriginal right protection, you know. Not P.A.W. grant, he was a very young guy, no account. In 1905, by the first World War, it broke out in 1914. No? Businessmen and Ghana were affected, and people like P.A.W. grant were heavily affected. Now, P.A.W. grant in 1920 to 22, Obe established a friend say Obe open shops, London, timber shops, London, and we call Germany, open timber shops, Germany. Now, we are here, I know, and so a trainer shim no called United States of America. This is a Ghanaian business. One more of my being and those called J.B. And I'll tell you how J.B. Dankwa got involved with UGCC to Boise. Namin Sepime, Supermod, and Nevia Matwash. Be proud as an Enzema. Be proud as an Enzema. Be proud as a Ghanaian. Don't let these people come and lie to us. Now, to us. P.A.W. grant was a political activist. The case will be a political activist that those days, no, not just by following, say, but also donating money. Now, P.A.W. grant, after Second World War, something happened. What happened? Grant realized that the Africans in the Gold Coast were suffering mainly from colonial practices that was very detrimental to them personally and also towards their businesses. After the Second World War in 1945, Anna P.A.W. grant SDB. I said, me pet, me nuanomwa, oma bing. Na yetnasi. We are doing the Aboriginal rights protection, no. We are forcing British for no free your crew. Because you know more, and yet Jacob was in same. Echo far lawyers, no. Na a pen so be a set a do some so free your crew. Still a moon free your crew. And a woman use your natural resources, no. Woman they call home crew and they build the home crew. Obviously, he was a businessman and he was a traveler. He traveled around the world. And you know, they had the gold near Great Britain. No, they had the gold near Germany. No, they had the gold and the African natural resources. They built the Crow USA to own him. I know, no, ACC. I said, my phone call for you, and I can't hold. Na, day, you two brunini free your crew. I know, find a lawyer. Akwaje. I may be child the entire J.B. Dankwa. Ebe cow. Timmy. Now, Emra Obe establish the business is nibo UK, a timber business in UK, ni Germany, ni USA. No. Ghana so or the timber business ni be ekopie mu ebuakwa. What the big call a salt pond. What the be in Ghana a year that time they you need be a friend say Ghana, a Gold Coast. It would be Koko Honor to be could do a buapa. Now, J.B. Dankwa Momufre buapa. The personal lawyer was Akwaje. A betrayal, a quiet fast wa. A year P.A.W. grant. A number so Akwaje eba to ever join in or only UGCC or form a. Enti Second World War by ye or drinking who say no Charlie SCC abroad ya the team and the almost ye the gold the come and my for no they were gold merchants. Enti maybe an animal say no they were gold merchants. Womu kota kwa onwa o my wonders wo call boase sa pepe. They were gold merchants. I know say there be afraid Akwaje. No chance akon. E bi an your ko idie. E say ye pe learned people like yourself. na yen challenge na abrofo nim free yekurum nenko ana akwaje si o so what can they are mahwehwe nkofo ana akwaje invite obechi bilamti Jake Emmanuel obechi bilamti won na wo Jake obechi bilamti now akwaje eyenkran Jake obechi bilamti eyenkran ana Jake obechi bi so ka so o me so mo madamfo bi e friend JB dankwa ti emfa ne meka JB dankwa so so o yemi wo bi e friend no Awono Williams RA Awono Williams yemfa ne meka woni inform me eye the UGCC ti Ebenezer Akwaje no ye a personal lawyer to P.A.W grant and nam no so started so we invite these learned friends to form the UGCC. The founder of UGCC is Zemeni P.A.W grant. Now, Emuwana Akwaje on the 4th of August 1947, and omo form the UGCC. Iti ochina 4th August. Akufo-Addo say could be Founders Day. Now we know there osusu say Founders Day, big sis na ye ne papa no mo e na ye big sis omo nka ho wo mo nka ho hwe. Na me be kire wo. Me ma the true organic history. And I'm de ma wo ha. School ye kire wo. Me kire wo baby a free buy ya e binya UGCC. E business men and the person wo de wo. E free abrofo ensem. That discrimination, the unfavorable attitude, business attitude towards them. Now, Obebusa said na a ban sign na Kwame Nkrumah be. E be kire wade e ma Kwame Nkrumah be. Eya Kwame Nkrumah. Ono eyes many offering Crawford. The grandson me bra penyin wa say Black Mokobi. Send me kind Black Mokobi there. Ne papa nsem ono ne biological father ne nsem na Kwame Nkrumah wutoye. One of the videos ni bia okohwe Kwame Nkrumah ne secretary or mention Black Mokobi papa din ewu ne nsem na Kwame Nkrumah wutoye. Now Kwame Nkrumah no otu kwan entem kwan of us 2 years one day e ba be disankomo no wa e kodi enti e free achimota we school na wo ba fie na enuamemu na oditu kwan one day we will take time and we'll talk about it. Very interesting. You know that some people were destined to lead, some people were born to lead. Now and Nkrumah, but they have, Oma corrupting name in Intinia. Me soon Nkrumah na na amanfo. Thank you so much. Ayo be neighbor. Ya corrupted in Anna and Aben Nkrumah. San Oma corrupted anochi, and they say anochi. Ya corrupted in anochi, anoketwa, and they are anochi. But and also one day we'll take time and we go into all these things. Oh, Tina will share video and then you return. What you say? Oh, share. Now will Tina return. Now, Yantuaso, Ewasi. I recognize your presence, but because I'm a shout out now, I really not distorting me attention. Why? We na free to what you say? Something we've learned here free to. So, I mean, share left and right. I'm moving to me. We stream 3 different platforms. Enti yanko Kwame Nkrumah ne invitation obi frame me pa wa assemble nkran ni munya abotre man why na me return them course munya abotre aya na Akufo-Addo motai ka say oh Kwame Nkrumah de wono no wonye obi a na mi bisa wo wonye obi a de den na ye to nsafre de so o majoin UGCC Nkrumah no you obi na wa kosuku wa America. No, I go school Great Britain, London School of Economics, Very learned economist. No, sounds so a lawyer. Until Nkrumah they no paying. And on an economist, yes, I theory in economists who are practical. But now UK practical economist. Because no all looking out for ideas and brains to come and develop Ghana. One more to and suffer Kwame Nkrumah. The founder didn't come say, but when Kwame Nkrumah, but Tiano, the new one said, by a freedom fighter, by a Ghanaian or UK, when a George Padmo, they are fighting for the liberation of the African people. It's a bear. Agrant, Yanton some friend. And it is a bit that baby no can say a JB that when they invited Kwame Nkrumah were born with him, or turn to Ghana for. I would JB down when some men was saying, I know better serve their friend a year Kwame Nkrumah. Pardon. Now, T. Allergies can crowd or function. And Nkrumah no wa broach, no, you're Pan-Africanist. The reason why Nkrumah he was fighting for the total liberation of the black continent, was because he was a Pan-Africanist. He had met Marcus Garvey. And Marcus Garvey believed in Pan-Africanism. One chamwa, he was fighting for the total liberation of the other African countries. That was what he was doing. Aside being an economist, a lawyer, academician, an elite, black man, now they were what? Fighting to liberate the minds of the black people. To bring them together. To go to Africa and fight for freedom. And the 5th Pan-African Congress in Manchester, here in London. And a year already be a friend W.E. Du Bois, when it George Padmo, when it Leopold Senghor, and a year one more Omaka, a year the Black Conscience, and a ja. Kwa James no so wasibi no tie nsem nyina no say chai abrantie ne no nsem no attach akoma the confidence the bravery sa abrantie we say me fanadamfo enti ayakwaje after Manchester Pan-African 5th Pan-African Congress and we fa Kwame Nkrumah damfo enti when the chance came I mean jail fire betrayal nations uncle. When the chance came, say, for me, a UGCC to fight against the colonial masters, and we'll catch a power grant to say, we call Manchester, maybe, because we know a branch be a friend of Kwame Nkrumah. I think we will need him. And we're Ghanaian because he understands it already, and he has the international contacts already. So we will need him to fight against these colonial masters. Now, the purpose and formation of UGCC was self-government now, independence now, Abrafuni free Ghana now. That was the purpose of the formation of the UGCC. So put it down. As a student, trust us way to the reason you forming the UGCC on 4th of August in 1947 was to gain independence now from the white man. Iti yakofa Kwame Nkrumah by. Ana Kwame Nkrumah who say I go for you omoboa. Sa go for you from JB Dankwano. They don't believe in the self-government now. Means yakofa me by say a self-government now. But when we say among us there is what we call a 5th column. Obi or military officer Bia will tell you about the 5th column. 5th column say Yenina ya tum say ya de adwene agya tum say pese ye bibi we na ye mu no nipa baako afa wo ye chi akode opposition camp to tell the opposition camp ya dwene mpo ye trim mpo de yesusu see pese ye. And who was that person? And then Kaubeka said the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ, they will betray Jesus Christ, your friend Judas Iscariot. That was J.B. Danquah. So J.B. Danquah was the Judas Iscariot among the UGCC who betrayed the self-government now. So how can they tell us that they were the big six? I'll come to that. After we gain independence, what they did to the nation Ghana. I'll come to it. But with the moment to me was near go. So already Kwame Nkrumah was established in the diaspora. He had his contact already. He was an educated person. To obey you will be who say, go away, yeah, Pa Grant, almost the 419. And Pa Grant was old at the time, not in the fee. Until 1956, Pa Grant, but before 1956, no, Kwame Nkrumah, you know, CPP, we all know the story. It means too much. Now, I'm not Kwame Nkrumah who free UGCC. And I'm saying, Onim DNT, no Wakuma Panti. And yet, Pa Grant still believed in Kwame Nkrumah and still sponsored Kwame Nkrumah. When he said, well, no, the only person or the founder of a UGCC was also Kwame Nkrumah to found a yet new own political party. But he believed in the ideology of Kwame Nkrumah. And so he supported the CPP, a yet Pa Grant. He was a rich man. Only the only person on UGCC, as I bought Kwame Nkrumah CPP. Now, Obewuno. And Zembebre, one day I will share the story here. Because through my aunties who told me, that is the grandfather, Melso. Now, and some more catch Kwame Nkrumah and the blessings and other things, and how he felt betrayed by J.B. Dankwa. J.B. Dankwa was a betrayer. He's a Judas Iscariot. Judas Iscariot. By Iscariot. Or a Judas Iscariot. That is J.B. Dankwa for us. Now, I mean, call a year and seminar and the Adaponosua, the true founders of Ghana. And the account. And can't go body to say, a year, Sanko, for you'll be a businessman. We can't go body. Now, anyway, and Untina, a G independence, 1957. Martin Luther King, a free United States of America, or by Ghana. Mr. Kwame Nkrumah, president, na pensono. Nya, a true. Ghana. Martin Luther King was among of it. Now, Kwame Nkrumah's godfather was Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Marcus Garvey, we all know the story, Wall Street, how he built business in America. Businesses are thriving. It became powerful. One day, that story too, we will revisit it and share the story. So, Yanko, the formation of UGCC. In Tinyano Cressa, a JB Dankwa UGCC, the founder, a Pa Grant. The founder, no team, a year, Ivy Memoir Papa, Roberto Marasi. Founder, no or T, a year UGCC. The Kudia or T, was to ensure, say, we'll have a self-government now. Menyaka say, now, Yanko a year and Komo because it's very, very important. And now, because I've seen a lot of people who sometimes want to lie and change the history and the story of Ghana. What do you say? Yo, Ivy, I hear you. Thank you. Thank you for that job. Now, I've seen a lot of people, Kufuor trying to come and lie to Ghanaians that they fought for independence. Now, this is a story from Mayor Dankwa. He writes to Kwame Nkrumah. Then someone who JB Dankwa no ankasa chrowa any mo amowo nyina mo hwe. Someone JB Dankwa chro ye abusuafo me sure say mo nyina mo hwe. It shows you we talk about facts here. It's all about the truth and the fact. Now, listen to what JB Dankwa wrote. Was it here a Mr. Addo? I exceedingly regret delay in replying to your 2 letters. That man, Kwame Nkrumah, And until Nanapo Eka said, Mo Kwame Nkrumah. From ages, they've hated Kwame Nkrumah. Now I'll tell you the reason why they hated Kwame Nkrumah. You see, if we ask in the world, sometimes nature in a way has a way to bless Obia won't be one free of identity. And it pains them and it hurts them that Kwame Nkrumah, who hails from Nkrofo, a poor village, can be recognized in the halls of fame, can be recognized in the halls of power. His intellect was second to none. They couldn't stand Nkrumah. Now, when to me Kwame Nkrumah, say Kwame Nkrumah no more time, no. And then one more time Nkrumah from Meresantini Besinde. These riffraffs, these non-entities, excuse my words, what time bitterness is still in their hearts. These people are people that are the haters of Ghana, the haters of the African. And that is why they still talk about Kwame Nkrumah Fayesika de call Guinea, or Fayesika de call Sierra Leone, or Fayesika de call Nigeria, or Fayesika de call across Africa. These people don't love Africa. Because if they love Africa, and if Africans are suffering and an African brother says, let me also support an African country, why should it be a big deal? These people never had any good thoughts for the continent of Africa. They were stooges to the white man. They were puppets to Akwesi Bruni. They believed in the white man's supremacy. They believed in the white ideology. They never believed that the black man is capable of managing his own affairs, not today, not tomorrow. They have never believed that story. They've never believed in you. That is why they don't believe in you. That is why whenever they get the opportunity to lead us, because they don't believe that what we are to do. When Nkrumah said that the black man is capable of managing his or her own affairs, that profound statement, they have never loved that statement till date. Now, I'm into one common panaso. Wow, Ocean or Dr. Ren Facebook, so say something, comment on the comment section. Na share video, no. What team in can't check my back in Kobe, no crano has here, but can't too. Yenti us. Yankin kind JB Dankwa new master. And then I'm sure you a JB Dankwa, a Judas Iscariot, no, or Becassa, the Muntia Judas Iscariot, JB Dankwa, Yentin new master, Yankin Kanye. Dear Mr. Obdan, I exceedingly regret delay in replying to your 2 letters. That man, Kwame Nkrumah, who is now the leader of government business, has started his tricks again. This time, he, who is the government, is inviting all the political leaders and chiefs to join him to send an ultimatum to His Majesty's government of the United Kingdom for self-government now. And he puts the self-government in capital letters. And if rejected, to declare positive action strike and boycott, etc. There has been a hectic activities all over the place. And on Sunday, we of the UGCC met at a great meeting and turned down his challenge flat as being an invitation to criminal conspiracy against law and order. I had to be away in Kumasi for a long period last month, and I am now clearing up a pile of work. Wouldn't the entire go Kumasi? Now this is the trick here. Listen here. Listen here. This is the reason why Ashantis hated Kwame Nkrumah. After this so-called JB Dankwa, he went and met with Prempeh II. When he met Prempeh II, he told lies. He painted Kwame Nkrumah as a demon to Prempeh II. That Kwame Nkrumah that you are supporting, he wants independence for himself. So that all of you people will become subject to Kwame Nkrumah. J.B. Dankwa went out to lie because he knew the love of Prempeh II, Edima Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was a man that when you see him, automatically you love him. A man who wears his heart on his sleeves. A man who does not hide anything. His words were as plain as my palm. So J.B. Dankwa spent months in Ashanti region trying to convince the chiefs and people. But Kwame Nkrumah was saying that the chiefs and people, you can have your authority if we kick this white Abruni, if we kick Akwesi Bruni out of our system and have a rule of presidency and also dedicate your powers to you. Until when Nkrumah won independence, they know, yeah. Oh, my idea, to me, I'm for maybe I know Mushimu, I was Shanty region. I see these people are demonic. They are evil. They are the easy, plain words. They are the reason why Africa ain't me quiet. Because at the time, Africa for leaders are no one now adwene baako sɛ yɛbɛma Africa na yɛyɛ no sankofo when the question shall pollute some other president's minds. It may be true. For P.A.W. no Ivory Coast. And the man so dear woman a year Ivorians here. These people polluted the mind of P.A.W. through a Kufuor's father. That was the reason why one day Kufuor didn't have the chance to live in France and do apprenticeship, law apprentice. Yeah, they are not better. And you've heard what I just read from J.B. Dankwa's own words. And he said J.B. Dankwa said self-government 1 pen hour. How can you tell me that J.B. Dankwa should be among of the big six people that gain independence for the country Ghana? This is a man who is against self-government now. So if self-government, that means independence now, and that was the purpose of forming the UGCC. The UGCC's purpose was self-government now because the businessmen were crying. They wanted a way out, and the way out was to kick Akwesi Bruni from Ghana. When Nkrumah came and he realized the diabolical nature and attitude and behavior of J.B. Dankwa, then he told his big brother, P.A.W, that these people that you are sponsoring are full of wickedness. They are full of diabolical means. They don't want Ghana to gain independence. So me, I'm not going to waste time. I'm leaving this your political party. It was P.A.W that gave £100 boat fare. That time planes in why they call Kotoka, they call Brochiro, there been a boat. Only they did £100 boat fare. And Kwame Nkrumah, Editia Kwame Nkrumah, and man the bar Ghana from Liverpool. Nkrumah later split from the UGCC to form his own convention party, and Grant eventually, concentrated more on his business than politics. In the America, Kwame Nkrumah and a Grant Nancy didn't come on catchers and go for no Quafo. Nada for Grant is a sadia any party now, Wotian, Mebua. Minia wanting to see a make up and down there, but we discover Boa. What a party? What a party, Nibia? The only be on a Bramin check. Into no P.A.W now what UGCC no. A bit do baby no. Or Jai UGCC. Because Sanka Siaf said, Sanko four way, a wood dear four way, a fire UGCC, a time woman yes. Now in 1956, 30th October, 2 days me auntie and a catcher. See no mususa. See 2 days a woman na ebewu. Ana eja of fresh say and free Kwame Nkrumah man. The Kwame Nkrumah e buy. Axi. And obetna pa grant na say 2 days a obewu no. Tna ne na se ne bon komomo ka ne hinta sem ne nsem nyina. And the betrayal from JB Dankwa. The betrayal from JB Dankwa. That was one of the things that we, you know, the next 2 days in Nkrumah say okay, now 30th October 1956 at the age of 78. Now Pa Grant. Now around 1950 was Sapphire a little bit of heart attack. In my 4 year and in my 4 heart attack. From heart attack, meaning the entire heart attack. Because if you drink or form do. And go for years and years. And go for soon yesu. And go for bray. A heart attack. And would you ya. I know. And a map grant a free. Now, me aunties no baby, omudi o baby. Na every one embra 1957. Enforce Michel. Mami Sama Michel. 1957. BBC. EDC. Frank Michel, Samuel Michel, Genevieve Michel. More more Dr. Ren Dr. Ren page, Mr. Amun share video no. YouTube there, yenenam almost 100 o. T. More Facebook anyway no. One more Modiana mon share. Now, year 1957, 6th of March. Ghana nya independence. Obiani aje JB Dankwa, Kufu Addo, and in the Bushia for the Omani anje. Edientra. Kwana yaji independence. That was the reason why UGCC was formed. Self-government now. Yanya independence. Say sen could be energy. Ana Bushia mebwa. Rosalie mebwa. Say yena sen energy. Say yenya independence. The birthday weninji. The birthday weninji. Adda free kwasum. A freedom. A day for freedom. Weninji. And so be energy. Yes, will be energy. Ana mebwa. But that particular day, a Kufuado and no Mabushia for a two free Ghana. By United Kingdom. At the end of the year, they came to seek political asylum. 1957, go and check the records. Kufuado and then the Bushia for the Papa no de ba Nkrumah and man be seeking political asylum. Kufuado was not a Ghanaian in 1957, April, May, June, July, August. No. Be seeking political asylum. Omabusia for nyina I don't mobile na be seeking political asylum. Emu one ye dey wo abranche ya ode na me ya say no ye Ghana for ye prime minister. Gap behind why. Yes. And then one be seeking political asylum no. One we are the founders of Ghana. Make it make sense to me. Mentias here, Kwame. Let me have, some understanding. Kufuado left Ghana. And we won the bar school, 1957. And the bar school, UK. You can Google. We freedom fighters, we speak about facts. So how can a Kufuado come and tell me, say, when Ghanaian businessmen, young men, veranda boys and girls were celebrating of independence? That is the reason why Amba Nkrumah use a certain media members body and the propagative agenda Say Kwame Nkrumah Ghana for mo chere wo mo na se mo ye kan say independence no esenke de ye ho che abrofo nsem de bia na Kwame Nkrumah ba ye no wa ma Ghana for mo chere wo mo nto mo tun ye nsa na ja CIA for so di wo mo chi ana CIA for so ye de ye mo chi omo di omo jim no mo ye de omo tu Kwame Nkrumah. In 1966, when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, they are small boozy every friend is Oxford or no, or better with Togo into two Kwame Nkrumah a free farm, a small girl in free Togo. And remember, a friend is saying Olympio, none down for the Kwame Nkrumah. And Olympio, so a yadima, a two different ideas. So a yadima, a busian, no, the Kwame, a friend is saying a kufa, the busian, a yankofa. I didn't make a choice. That's why I say, or more, yeah, a friend is saying, Togo. The succession is the and you one or the yard mamun quadrado, yes, I'm passing at the end of the year. A friend is a voter raging. Me, a year 2020, almost my police and my police ever invited me. I was at work, and then they came. They came in the morning, and then the time that they came, na me nyamba office. And then in the afternoon, and I think I went to GP. When we say GP, general practitioner, I went to my GP in the morning, and now I sent a message. You say 8, and then I finished at 4. But for some reason, because of a GP appointment in it, we call I jam catch them a paying for say me baba 10. Now I 10:30 na baby do police for no matter na wanti wo mu me no mo bebisa se wo de afro say na me say say near tenase ni nkomo yenya a friend is a report be from the Ghana High Commission enye be free UK Ghana High Commission e be free France adan ya ye say me ti UK hana me ne papafo bi wo voter region na mpese took Kufuado aban de this year in the United Kingdom 2020. Oh, that was the time I think person had to face the country too. And yet say be into a boss. Go for your movie we had to face the country, beba. Into movie and you had to face the country, but you had cautious or a young Spain. By into commands. So clearly, no, almost catch was so woman a year the big says almost better your baby are not history, no mujina. Omo bua me agi independent omo betere yen omo mbra betere yen no omo ngina baabi ene omo sori ana JB dan kwa no ye the them said the donyanto se boyanto me no madam for bia na de bi okasa say was this asem na omo kakra de ana wonte as you say omo sori ana pa omo konom ne abrofo ne kwatena ase na omo ti brofo ba ko pe na omo ade ato omo trim na omo de aba na omo de aba beto wo then ye omo ban so be kan de bia na omo accent tantan bi omo de beto nso a na omo de aba beto wo and ye JB dan kwa is this the JB dan kwa is this wo no na ye democracy no no ye we omo ntewi o Mrs. Sankofo we nim no wo mo ye intellectually corrupt people. Na ye ka se Kwame Nkrumah efiri ade so na nkoma ba be ye bibi papa sa na Nkrumah efiri ade so mo ba ye nyina sa na ba be ye 419. Now you see, let me tell you something. Me on 2024 election the be ye bia no MPP be opposition ye be ye, but we need the opposition political parties to be very very serious and vigilant. And let me tell you, I know the plans against John Mahama. I know the plans are and Kofobi work against John Mahama. And that plan, no, am I a plan from the 1st to 4th of December to assassinate John Mahama? Oh, yes. 1st to 4th of December. Because Bibi other faces 7 December general election, and clearly they know say we lose some because John Mahama ba be fail woman to corruption no obi abeti din obi abehunu state capture. A state capture. No, the Kwame Nkrumah, a Japanese Kwame Nkrumah, GMA Ghana for no, or born who by my Ghana for no, for by one by a fat state capture. Clear, broad daylight stealing. John Mahama should be very serious when it comes to the security. If I was John Mahama, I would just give a year Commander Kofi Boachi in charge of a year security. But these people, they attempted to kill Kwame Nkrumah, and I'll show you here. They are all about the facts. Into the Yama date, Yama date in 10. Because we need to speak to facts. Womohayana. And now womo buy and womo say Kwame Nkrumah no. Now, let me tell you something. This is the Ghanaian Times. This is the Ghanaian Times. Ghana for graphic. Ghana for newspaper. Let me say graphic, actually. Ghana, they say graphic. Newspaper. Ghana newspaper. They are not much to go. Ghana newspaper. They are not much to go. They are not much. The Ghanaian Times. So the Buzia directed the bomb outrages. Yeah, kind of actually. Yeah, fan to tell. This was what they did to Kwame Nkrumah. Kulumbumu bombe, mukai. Umukum small girl, ukra flower. Bombe no, or in the name of Sibiku Kwame Nkrumah. So these people are capable of doing what I just told you about John Mahama. So member will be, United Party plots in Lome to overthrow the government by force. That was why I'm trying to tell you, say, yeah, the woman with Lome because the man was the friend is saying, Madam for Panom and Madam for woman and Nam so many two, the man orchestrated from France. A Kufuad were there, Nipa Panama were living in Great Britain and France, and the orchestration if you walk, and over the bois, a yadima, and only two. Now for February, so no one also come. Now, young cock a year, go for we sorry on a pan, almost sorry on a pan, but not baby. Almost Cassaro for Diana Intia Kufuad was some worker. I go in anywhere time, yeah, can't wear for crack a bake. Can you be out? The word time and with this Munusa. I got economy said it. I got economy, I said it. Yeah, I a Ghana economy. Yen. When a name Ghana economy, no. Who had a name? I said Ghana economy. MPP for no more. I said MPP reject a year completely the notion Ghana was founded by one man, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Akufo-Addo rejecting the year notion that Ghana was founded by a single individual in his 2024 Founders Day address. Founders Day, the Kurano, a year UGCC, the Kurano. Say yeah, impunanka ya omo ne form UGCC kranka meka say hallelujah ye mfamano hallelujah ye mfamano ana meboa. But UGCC ne kura no ye nzumani pa grant ena ti ni UGCC. Say ne bidin kan kire mu do kwenti a oti ni UGCC. Say ye mpamu abrofo no ye self government now. Ye nya self government now. Na ye per self government now asankofo we fought against the self government now. Self-government now, no, independent 1957. These people left the shores of Ghana and went to England to seek for political asylum. What was the purpose? One say Kwame Nkrumah was against them and Kwame Nkrumah was after their lives, so they don't feel secure in Ghana, and so they left Ghana. They say, John Mahama no one can no. You must be a betrayal based on your security experiences, security, we come here, we sit here, we talk the truth. The same with John Mahama, one country. Open here. One funny security, ancient papa pensa. One commander Kofi Boachi, ancient securities. Kofi Boachi, what you may be in yet. Moko rally bia na makwako mumfa the entire security of John Mahama and Kofi Boachi munkofa abaywa we friend no efi atenge munhwehwe NDC for munhwehwe efi atenge na mumfa Kofi Boachi mumienu na they should be in charge of your security. I know what I'm saying. Efi atenge can never compromise, never. Edintina under Damparino will resign because she knows what is going on in the country. And as a woman, very bold woman, I love the lady too so much. Will resign. If you are atinge, more function inside. And these people, they have put in place plans not only to rig elections. Rigging election, but the person targeted, John Dramani Mama, 1st to 4th December. Foolish bodam ni bi so nkoku jo Mama. If you are so now you can about them. Look, these people, if we want to take time and tell you what Kwame Nkrumah faced, assassination attempts, Nkrumah facing here, you have no idea. And you see, these people were foolishly, evilly, their heart was full of bitterness, and they were able to lure the Ashanti chief, Prempeh II, to their quarters. And let me tell you, at this particular time, it is the enemy leading the nation. It is the enemy leading us. It is the evil leading the nation. I don't need to, scream, shout for you to understand. Everything these people, you see, forget about what the Achimebuakwa Mahenenoka Amwetia for repaying, forget about what he's saying. Say, when it comes to a Japadia, we know nothing about. Forget them. These are thieves, criminals. They have studied criminality, how to steal, how to rob a nation, how to destroy a nation. That is what they learn. They know. You want us to give you the story of the so-called Prime Minister here in London? From the Scotland Yards? We are not going to say much. Let me tell you something. The 2024 election, you see, opposition should not joke. As for Bawumia, there is just a tool. It's a tool that they are using. They don't respect him. Bawumia, they don't even respect him. Alan Kojo Chemantin will tell you. One of the cabinet meetings, the sickler man wanted to slap Bawumia. One sickler man wanted to slap Bawumia. As for that one, they are just using him as a tool to break the eight, to cover their foolishness, to cover their thievery, the gargantuan corruption. You have no idea. Charlie, the man is buying 60,000, 80,000, 100,000 watches for them. The man will buy friends to the children. The man is doing things that you people have no idea. Go to Guyana. They are building empire. Go there and see that empire. Come to UK. They are not building houses. They are not building small. They are buying lands and doing real estate. You can't buy land in the UK. Even buying a house, you know how much it costs. 3 bedroom, 2, 4 bedroom, mortgage to even pay 500 and something, 800 and something, 1 million and something. Do you know how much it costs? In my cousin, they being friend with those guys. Just like I told you, I said my cousin Black Mokobi. On Kwame Nkrumah won papa and same. He is here. He's watching me and you here. He was watching us. You see, the Ghanaian youth now, if I tell you what these people have done to Ghana's economy, and let me just break it down a little bit. Now, what you see? So I wrap up the Sunday school service. Yeah, the baby is here. But the baby and President Akufo-Addo, NATA. Yeah, the President Akufo-Addo, King Mami. Also, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has under executive instrument EI 144, pardon me, declared that 5 parcels of lands of the Achimota forest should no longer serve as ecological forest and has been given to a private developer to develop it into an estate. This is it. This is it. This is the story. Ghana Chronicles. You see, and sometimes it's not so I don't know because I was in crime for no more any. In crime, one more any. Gamanche, the only miss of a jingle. We feeling the rough, Kentucky. I don't understand why my guns are still sitting down quiet. As I start Kwame Nkrumah G, a one crime for I'm for you now, no, you say. See the yard, the boy of mine. See to me, found boy of mine, a Japadian come back to in crime for him for no, because a woman and animal ball assassin of buying. It be come back. Yen found boy and you be boy of mine, they come back. Many will say. And crime for 1 year town Achimota forest. Say John, ofri Sakra will know. Tiedino, Sakra will know. Ashanti region, oh baby, a crebiase. Potholes, dirty road, brown roads, dusty road, no free. Wabaton, Accra, Japan, the man the waffers. And the chiefs and people of guns are sitting down quietly. Quiet. Hey. Me young cranny, oh, me young cranny. Some of the chosen them, Ghana, the Queen, I me. Hey, Gamanche. Oh, Tashi, oh, Tati. Now, how she pon can he be? How forest can he be? This day and age, baby, I be your party be grow. You get friendly green parties. Everything about green, everything about conserving the forest. These people are sharing the forest for real estate development. Now you understand why Akufo-Addo does not care about Ghana rivers and Ghana forest. How they hear Galamsey. Now you understand. Now so what you say they tell Akufo-Addo de Ghana, Yasas no they hear Galamsey. How they and they also the baby the drip or the also the drip or the their cars are called villages. District say the baby are obo. Omo the bedu akwan their call a friend is say Galamsey site. Akufo-Addo know what they call Galamsey site. Yeah, they call Galamsey. What you say? Yeah, they call Galamsey. That is what it is. Opa, now see me boy. They were born thieves. There is nothing you can do. That is their nature. One more dear no. San one more dear. I mean, this will be breaking news. Andrea no sign you, Andrea, sorry, Andra, 4th August, and then a year in the year, Founders Day. Andrea no sign it. The president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has under executive instrument IE1, IE 144 declared that 5 parcels of lands of the Achimota forest should no longer serve as ecological forest and has been given to private developer to develop it into an estate. A shoe be prepare a one crying. A shoe be prepare one crying. Yeah, just and see the real estate. Now, people say, who are the owners of the land? Number 2, who are these real estate developers? Real estate developers, no way why. Omu free. Yet they will tell you, say, a Japadia document. And you're not correct. Anyway, I mean, can be big a crunch or I see now. Way is coming from a Senegal for president. Senegal president, I mean, country will say, I mean, country Ghana for paying for say, I mean, I will say, I don't really want my pictures in your offices because I'm not God. Neither am I icon, but I'm a servant to the nation. Instead, put the pictures of your children so that you will look at them whenever you are about to take a decision. We Senegal president Ghana for no president for ba number the pictures na war no e nyanse bi enimo nyanse bi already nyango bon we amabo anyway my main first story we for am senior also be and somewhere else. Now for public notice anything go for we can every economic metric they inherited in 2016 or MPP inherited in 2016 has become worse. Every economic year metric MPP inherited from 2016 ABC Neno. They have what? It has become worse. Debt to a year GDP is now worse. Inflation rate is worse. Interest rate is high. National debt, exchange rate there, $1 is 16 cedis now. The fiscal deficit. The country today is bankrupt. And look at they are bankrupt a long time. Long time. Maybe Bob on your man be so we a recap of a year news now. Sunday service the sanity. Now let's go to a year. I want you to know this. You did the story of Ghana and Esino. It is only fools and nation destroyers who will vote for a year Baumia and the MPP in this broken economy. Compare the following and think as a matured and patriotic Ghanaian. Compare the following. In 2016, watch me. A bag of cement was 28 cedis. In 2024, a bag of cement is 102 cedis. A gallon of petrol in 2016 was 14 cedis. In 2024, petrol, a gallon is 78 cedis. Cedi to dollar was 4 cedis 20 pesos in 2016. In 2017. But in 2016, a cedi to dollar near 3 cedi 80 pesos. In 2016, cedi to dollar was 3 cedi 80 pesos. But now, $1 is 16 cedis. Even Calipo was 50 pesos. Calipo, not those days. Now they are the boy full papa. Calipo, a kufa to me talk Calipo. And I'm a miss Ababa. I said 1 Swiss franc is 16 cedis. 1 Swiss franc is 16 cedis. Calipo was 50 pesos. 50p. 2024, Calipo is 5 cedis. Percentage, percentage. Mathematicians now to calculate percentages. No, are jumping from 50 pesos to 5 cedis. Do the percentages. Where are the mathematicians? If we don't find there's only mathematicians and mathematicians, we have beautiful ladies and men now. 50 pesos are jumping to 5 cedis in 2024. Kenke was 1 cedis in 2016, and the Kenke is 5 cedis. Ghana's total debt from Kwame Nkrumah to Mahama was 122 billion Ghana cedis. 122 billion Ghana cedis. A free Kwame Nkrumah basic John Mahama, Sremni Gonjani, etikesi or the reading. Now a 122 billion Ghana cedis. Now guess what? Why the name and a friend is saying, Ghana's total debt. Why the name Ghana's total debt? Why the name Fatua? Why the name Ghana's total debt? No, CC Fatua. From Kwame Nkrumah basi John Mahama. Na 122 billion Ghana cedis. Why we name no chotua? Me hwese mu ni mo a, me hwese mu follow politics na. Makajam say you should follow politics. No politics. Do politics because politics is about your natural resources. And now they are obi nsa unia Ghana ni nsa so ohwe so. Ebi mu de ye chaskele, ebi mu say no. Follow politics. Now, why the debate to ana me can very good. Steven say 720 billion debt. No kra na eno anka na Michael, as many or say 720 billion, and also the above a tour. Above Kings or say 750 billion. Whenever Dr. Ren politics for me, try once and away. Dr. Ren Facebook, me try once and away. YouTube for one and me answer. More am I can more answers way. Let us do. This is an interactive program. Ghana's total debt, and then no kasi. 742 billion cedis. This means, say, Akufo-Addo Bawumia's government alone added 620 billion Ghana cedis in 8 years. And this kind of kleptocratic government by thieves, kleptocratic, it means government by thieves, kakistocratic, government by the worst citizens of government. What do I say? Government by the worst citizen government. And then your friend, kakistocratic. What do I say? Kakistocratic. And I say, kleptocratic. Kleptocratic, a government by thieves. This is what it will be because a kleptocratic. I just say, we are crowdful and we do my Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, we do see I say. Na yami adman yumri ensure say freedom fighters now about live on by live will continue. Thank you so much YouTube for your bro 100 and the HMO YouTube Dr. Ren and we paid that down after me shast I see prayer provisional gross debt public debt at end. That's right. I want to say freedom fighters a manner of faba. Henry. Hey, so our debt is rising every day. Yes, the debt is rising every day. That is why I've told you, follow politics. If you don't follow politics, go for them anytime you're baby and their debt because now you better Jacob was sincere. If not Jacob was sincere, Ghana would have been like Zimbabwe, Ghana would have been like South Africa. What do I say? With all our lands belonging to the British crown. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And this is where I will end. God bless us all. Take good care of yourselves. Mama shout out. Aka, which out Tendo, Otu, which out Ben, which out Samsona Genevieve, Frank Nairo, and so by Tanko, Anna Francis Bechi. Yanko YouTube, Kwesi Afena, Yanko Dr. Ren Politics, Mami Saba, Elvis Taylor, Elvis at the Henry P.A.W. Obibini I say Black Mukubi, my big brother I say Yanko Farouk and Ekuwa Francis Kofi Francis John Darren Emmanuel Agbevi Nana Nana saying Effie Child Akosia Misemwa Teddy watch it George Blay Aka Pankasa Ewa say so baby GH Utiaba TV Diamond Ferguson Sertinate Yaw Ewa say Desmond New Force and Mr. Mohammed Bodine so it didn't be hide there. Anyway, this is where time will permit us. Thank you all and have a great Sunday. Thank you so much, YouTube on Dr. Ren Politics. Thank you, all of you. Julius Medasi, thank you all. Yanko YouTube. YouTube, thank all of you for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Sel. Above Kings, thank you all. Thank you, guys. Augustina, Arthur, thank you. Adwa Frimpong, Mami Saba. Betty Sego, thank you all. Have a great Sunday.